All right, so quickly reviewing, all of these things, solids, liquids, and gases, are made up of individual parts, molecules, or molecules are actually made up of atoms. In solids, the molecules or atoms are locked in place. That means that they do not move around, they are fixed. In liquids, we have just demonstrated that the molecules actually flow around, so they are not locked, which means that those molecules are in fact fluid, a word which is often used just to describe liquids, but can also describe gases, as we're going to see in a little while. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to look at that concept of gases being fluids. In other words, gases flowing in the same way that liquids flow. In order to do this, I'm going to have to use a gas other than regular air. So what I've got here in this cup is actually pellets of what they call dry ice. I know dry ice is carbon dioxide, which has been reduced in temperature to about minus 55 degrees so that it takes on the form of a solid. That's why it's called dry ice. It never goes into a liquid form. Carbon dioxide, when it gets warm enough, actually sublimates. In other words, turns from a solid straight into a gas. When it loses enough energy, in other words, drops in temperature sufficiently, it changes straight from a gas into a solid, and we call that process deposition. So it deposits. The stuff that you can see coming off here at the moment is not the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is an invisible gas. What you can actually see coming off the ice pellet there at the moment is water vapor in the air, which as it comes into contact with the dry ice, which is very, very cold, loses energy to the point where it collects together in that vapor, which is very much the same as clouds. And it's that vapor that we are actually going to be looking at today. Not the carbon dioxide itself per se, but rather the water vapor in the atmosphere, which is condensing into a form where we can actually see it as that fine mist. Now, what I've got here, what I've set up, is a little experiment. So we've got two containers. This is where I am going to put my dry ice, and I have created a ramp out of alfoil. You can do this yourself at home if you like. And we've got another container here. See that? That's that container there. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get that water vapor flowing from one container to the other container in the same way that a liquid would flow.